He was among the people who changed his contemporaries' minds about the world and science. He asserted that to find the truth, one should view everything with a doubt at least once in life. He insisted that in judgments, one should be guided by abstract thinking more than by experimenting and observation. That French philosopher, physicist, mathematician, and physiologist was Rene Descartes. He was born on March 31st, 1596, in the French city of Les. When René was just about a year, his mother, Jeanne de Brochard, died. René was quite a sick and weak child, so his father took special care for the boy. Mr. Descartes personally gave him lessons as he noticed a streak of extreme inquisitiveness in his son. In 1606, father sent his 10-year-old son to Jesuits' college in the city of La Flèche. As Descartes said, he started his education with poetry he had fallen in love with. At the college, René got quite a comprehensive education. There he studied Latin and Greek, history and rhetoric, philosophy and ethics, physics and mathematics. Upon graduation from college, Descartes could be a priest as well as a military man. At the age of 18, René, who did not prefer to be either, asked his father for some time to think. He went to Paris, where he was attracted by the atmosphere filled with adventures. There he acquainted with a group of young gamblers and joined them at card playing. He was interested not only in playing cards for money, but also in mathematical calculations. Having got tired of the high society, he left Paris and started to study law at the University of Poitiers. At the age of 20, René got a bachelor's degree in law and decided to spend his days traveling. The military service gave him such an opportunity, as at 22, René became a volunteer. He retired at 24, but for the next 9 years, he was still roaming the world trying to be rather a spectator than an actor. During his service in the army, Descartes came to the conclusion that only mathematics was precise and was based on evident conceptions, while other sciences just contented with suppositions. Being convinced that the knowledge of the world could be obtained only through mathematical methods, the 23-year-old philosopher desired to create a new science about the world structure. Gradually, Descartes, as well as his views, became popular, though he found not much pleasure in this fact. He was sure that fame could limit one's freedom, and at the age of 32, he settled in Holland. There he found conditions for his secluded scientific investigations. In Amsterdam, at his friend's home, he met the servant girl Helen, with whom he had a secret relationship for 6 years. They had a daughter, Francine, and Descartes had a parental love and concern for her, but pretended that she was his niece. The girl had died at the age of 5, which was a hard blow for the scientist. Even grief could not distract him away from science. Descartes worked hard and lived a modest, regulated life. He liked to train himself, as he thought that physical health was the best treasure of life. Being non-particular, he preferred fruit and vegetables, asserting that they were more useful than meat. He recognized only 2 types of medicine: diet and reducing activity. In 1637, the scientist published his treatise, Discourse on the Method of Rightly Conducting the Reason and Seeking the Truth in the Sciences. There he described the rules that were subsequently put in the basics of logic. His next works were supplements to his treatise, Meditations on First Philosophy, Principles of Philosophy, and Passions of the Soul. There he laid down the foundations of analytical geometry. He put a question of scientific explanation of solar system origin. He built the theory of living organism similar to a complex machine operated by the laws of nature. He also introduced the notion of reflexes and described anatomy of an eye that any modern optician could approve. In autumn of 1647, Descartes was given a pension from the French government as an appreciation for his merits. The philosopher went to Paris, but the French court paid him little attention. At the age of 53, Descartes accepted the invitation from the Swedish Queen Christine and moved to Stockholm. He found the high society life boring there and the climate unfavorable for his health. Descartes caught pneumonia, nursing his sick friend. On February 11, 1650, he passed away, just a month and a half before his 54th birthday. The ideas of Rene Descartes, including even his mistakes, stimulated further development of mathematics, physics, medicine, and natural sciences.